Why is there 4? There's 4 videos on this. You can't be serious, man. The last Paimon is crashing out on Venti's VA. Ian voice actors rage at Venti. Desperate Union VA email got leaked. Hoyoverse fans are the scum of the earth. Oh my lord, man. Chaos. I guess we have more chaos. Thank you for the follow as well. La puta. Okay, all right. Let's get it all out. All right, let's watch both of these together, and then we'll watch the other one or so. Imagine playing with EN voices. Well, there are some people who enjoy EN at the end of the day. Like I said, right? I used to be a voice actress a long time ago, you know, but I haven't done it in a while, and I would love to do, you know, I would definitely love to redo some VA, or not really redo, but do some VA stuff, you know. I would totally love to do some VA stuff again. It's really fun. I have a good time. I have a really good time doing VA stuff, and you know.
When will you learn? When you don't log in daily into Hoyo drama, the game will just waybill you more drama.
Would be cool if you voiced a Wuwa character, not gonna lie. Well, I have to redo my demo reel, unfortunately, which is the worst thing about it. I told an earlier video or so that, like, I'll even say, hey, Hoyoverse, let me voice Paimon, and I'll speak in Spanish, you know, and I'll be like, you know,
YEAHHHHHBABYYYY. That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. WOOOOOOOOO. We love GENSHIN drama.
Why are you spelling it out? Perchan spelled it out instead. Latina Paimon. I would be Latina Paimon. I come in with a lowrider, you know, and shit, with a tequila and whatnot. Fuck, man, I would come in and everything like that, you know. If Malvika can get a freaking motorcycle in Genshin Impact, I think I'm allowed to have a lowrider. Okay, all right. Flying is for bitches. Okay.
You sound very familiar to me. I can't remember what series you were in though.
Series? What do you mean? What series? What are you talking about? No, I'm definitely not familiar, okay? Definitely not familiar.
Guys, I got
but
some
let's take a look,
news.
shall we?
This is like terrifying, terrible stuff, okay? Little Kribo is still mad. He says that what we've all done regarding the voice actors is inexcusable. It's inexcusable, guys. This is related to what we talked about
not little
yesterday regarding
Karibo.
Hoyoverse recasting a number of voice actors. Oh, we'll definitely take a look at what he has to say to all of us.
Take care, Disciple. Thank you for coming by as always. Very much appreciated or so. Thank you for coming by. Get some good rest, and you know, I'll catch you on the next time or so. Thank you for the follow. Welcome.
But on the bright side, there is some good news. Do you remember yesterday when I addressed this whole feet comment controversy thing? And I was like, you know what? Fine, I see you guys. You can get what you want. Well, a very talented artist by the name of Shihiro, who actually I think is right there in the comments. This is Shihiro, isn't it? Wow, caught red-handed, Shihiro. Within hours of me addressing this controversy, Shihiro had actually made art of me showing feet. Yeah, like insanely impressive speed. Never underestimate the artists on the internet. I've made a mistake. It was a grave mistake, but I've paid the price for it. So yeah, it sounds like there's actually going to be a lot of you guys
feet
who are
pics
happy to
already
see this,
showing on
so
the
that art can be
internet?
found
Damn,
on
that's
the Twitter
crazy.
account, which I'll once again pin in the
That's
comment of this video.
crazy.
And I actually got a tweet this morning that I saw this morning from someone who, it sounds like there might be like more art coming. So yay for you guys that wanted this.
Hey, I can't wait to draw him. I should probably draw him one day.
To the all-consuming rage of little Karibo. And it begins with this blue sky post from Sean Laraway.
For free? Yep, they're for
the
free, to be
Hoyoverse
honest.
website, Zenless
Sniffer.
Zone Zero's 1.7 update has replaced the English voice actors for Kaleda, Grace, and Rena. Once again, referring to the news that we discussed yesterday.
Oh yeah, I heard about the voice
Little
actors
Karibo
being
saying,
replaced.
These actors deserved better. But he said more than that, because he went on to say this. On a surge in subreddit, they're happy about this, and saying Hoyo had no choice. Being happy about striking actors getting fired is inexcusably messed up. Hoyo always had a choice. The
Your
anger
mom
in
had
the
a choice.
responses continues. We first got this response from Clawmaster. Who is Clawmaster? Let's see. Edited for various VTubers, field reporter for VTuber News Drop, editor for Offkai Expo, and manages Play Skullgirls.gg. Clawmaster saying this. At this point, I am just convinced that most
Can
fans
we
of
get
Hoyo
some sniffer
don't care about
.nh huh?
Anyone but the product itself. They can get AI to replace not just
Sniffer.
English actors, but everyone else, and they will still celebrate it.
All
Very
of the
incel
sniffer.
behavior.
All of the
Oh wow,
sniffer.
this guy calling everyone an incel, that sure means a lot, buddy. Very original. And we have of course seen other SAG After bootlickers making similar arguments about, oh, they're trying to replace us all with AI. And it's like, y'all just got replaced by humans. The 3 VAs who got replaced by humans. Jacob Takanashi replacing Jean Patinois, that's also a human.
Yeah, of course.
We're going to break
you know?
away from that thread though, because I want to show you some responses.
Oh god,
from
not
other
this
voice
guy
actors. For
again.
example,
Oh
we've got
lord.
VA Sean Larway
Thank you
here
for the
saying,
follow. Welcome.
it is absolutely not okay to celebrate striking actors getting replaced just so you can have your gotcha game waifus voiced. This did
Well, they're not even, like, if I remember correctly, they're not even voicing the characters. It's been like, what? You know, it's been like, if they're not even voicing the characters, why are you even bothering keeping them having their job? You know, just get rid of them and then find someone else who wants to do the job, you know?
Thank
you for the follow. Welcome.
This should not have been inevitable. Thanos moment. Hoyoverse is wrong to replace striking actors. Oh, look at this one. We've got Kaiser Neko. And look at the response here down below. You know this is going to be a good one. They start getting all mad at gamers. So, Kaiser Neko says, in response to Sean Larway, actually, it's a different Sean Larway post, isn't it? Let's read this one
Nope,
first. And
we
we'll come back
can't.
to Kaiser Neko.
We
So,
cannot have
Sean
happy
Larway
moments
says
these
here,
days.
Mind you, the voice actors who were replaced on Zenless Zone Zero
They giving
never said
companies a
anything
real good
against
reason to
Hoyoverse.
use AI
They
now
were
with
just
all their
holding the
incessant
line,
whining
yet the
Jimmy
fandom is cheering
Kadimkick.
for their recast anyway. So about that, well, this is my video from yesterday talking about the 3 VAs who got replaced. That's why you can hear my audio, but I'm not moving here because this is from yesterday's recording as I talk over it right now.
Oh,
in
is
real time.
she one of the VAs for ZZZ? Oh, okay.
But this will be really quick. Just some examples of how those VAs were actually signal boosting the strike. For example, retweeting Koi Dao here and Kelsey Jaffer advocating for the strike. Then we had Chelsea Kwoka also retweeting SAG After and Daenerys where they were trying to get Hoyoverse to sign their agreement. And finally, we also had Crystal Lee also retweeting that thread from Koi Dao, which was very clearly advocating for the strike. Crystal Lee had also retweeted a post from Courtney Lin responding to the statement from John Patinois about being replaced by Jacob Takanashi, in which Courtney Lin seemed to be making
Westerners need to learn
implications about
China's
Jacob
greatest
Takanashi
meme.
and
Do
any
nothing,
VAs
win.
who would go against their strike. But yeah, that's just stuff I found within seconds of scrolling on the 3 VAs Twitter accounts. 3 VAs once again got replaced yesterday, or that we got the news of being replaced yesterday rather. So when Sean Larway is saying that, oh, they never said anything against Hoyoverse, they were just holding the line, this seems like yet another example of these VAs trying to be manipulative with their semantical arguments here.
This Sean
Because
guy
while they
is
may not have
pretty
directly
terrible,
said
to be
anything
honest.
against Hoyoverse, they were very clearly doing more than holding the line too. They were actively getting involved in boosting the strike against Hoyoverse. And again, that's just what I found from like under a minute of scrolling. There could have been more stuff too that I didn't see. The entertainment continues as this person responds to Sean Larway, and we've actually got Palons VA Karina here.
Oh,
my
God.
gosh, let's see. So this person says, I doubt it will happen, but I really hope that in the future, these fans will look back in embarrassment that they supported a multi-billion-dollar company over the rights of workers, all because they were upset that their favorite game was not fully voiced in English. So, unfortunately for you, Pomeranian of Doom, people have already acknowledged that it's pretty crazy that your clique is so unlikable that we're actually siding with the corporation over y'all. This is something that we've all already talked about and addressed, and it only makes you guys look worse. And it's not simply because we want the game to be voiced in English, it's because y'all were misleading people. You were like trying to manipulate people, trying to act like you were entitled to the public supporting you without question. And then when people were simply asking questions on the Reddit AMAs, for example, that some of these VAs posted, the VAs like went radio silent or got mad or start going to Blue Sky and like trying to get the Reddit shut down, etc., etc. All the stuff we've been covering over like the last month now. Anyways, Karina then says, it's really crazy to me because a lot of these same people told me for years that the English dub sucks and they play it in other languages. We must have been really good if they cared so much that the English was silent.
Nobody enjoyed Palons VA. I feel like Palons VA was a little bit forced in my personal opinion. And one job I can't do it without complaining and acting like a crybaby. Yep, that's true. You're not wrong. I don't know. For me personally, I never played it. I never played, you know, Genshin Impact in English. I always played it in Japanese because, well, number one, right? There are some, like, there's just some stuff that just kind of feels more better in Japanese than others, you know? certain scenes, right? Certain scenes feel a little bit more impactful. They add a little bit more emotion into them, a little bit more, well, they go a little bit more harder on the emotions when it comes to that. No one likes Palons VA Lamau. Like I never played it in English, so personally. Welcome. Yeah, we're just talking about the whole VA thing, you know. But like, I did try to do a lolly voice or so for my community. A lot of them actually enjoyed it. So they'd be like, well, at least yours is better than fucking Paimon's VA. So I'd be like, shit, I'll do it, but I'll play like Spanish, Latina Paimon, you know?
So this is actually crazy. These VAs and their supporters have been getting so much criticism. There's so many issues that people have with their actions. And it's like,
yeah, I usually switch it over to the
Just
JP.
constantly,
The
like,
only one that I didn't actually swap over, thank you for the follow as well. The only one that I didn't swap over to JP, well, I played it for JP for a little bit, but I actually enjoyed the English dub or so for Duet Night Abyss, and you know. Yeah, we already talked about the Cinder stuff already. Remember Hutao's VA did that horrible rap during the Lantern Rite Festival? Yeah, they could have, that definitely could have changed a lot better, to be honest, to fit the words, just to fit the words a little bit better.
Deflecting and being
personally
tone deaf. And then they talk.
Thank you for the follow as well. Welcome,
and, like, all
welcome.
agree with each other. It's pathetic. Look at this final comment here. I find it especially frustrating watching how closely this phenomenon resembles the same trajectory we saw in online spaces during the 2016 to 2018 era, where the alt-right mass radicalization, where the alt-right mass radicalized teens and young adults on both social and economic issues. Yeah, guys, we're not in the wrong here for being toxic people, for gaslighting people, for lying about our strike and trying to get the whole internet to support us without question. This is clearly the fault of the alt-right. What a bunch of lunatics. Okay, so do you remember when Sean Laraway was like, mind you, the voice actors who were replaced on Zenless Zone Zero never said anything as Hoyoverse, blah, 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 all that stuff we already talked about. Well, now we'll go back to Kaiser Neko's response to Sean Laraway, responding to that tweet, or that post rather, where he says, if you're cheering the recast of striking workers, then I genuinely despise you. Oh no, guys, what are we gonna do?
Who are you?
Kaiser Neko
who is this guy?
Us. So terrible. Anyways, this person then says, is there a pit we can throw hardcore gamers into? We need a pit to throw these bigots into.
Who?
Oh yeah, calling out a bunch
my
of
favorite
lines.
My favorite
people.
line
That's
to
just
say all the
bigoted.
time.
So
Who?
bigoted, man. I made the mistake of
I love
checking
saying that all the
Genshin
time.
subreddits, and they're all dogpiling the striking actors. It's legitimately disgusting how badly they treat their VAs. Well, you know what? It's funny because I've seen the fandom.
I think they just treat terrible, shitty VA people instead of the good ones, you know, because you have you have one of the best ones, which is Sea-Dog VA, right? You have Sea-Dog VA, and then you also have freaking Monarch. You have Monarch as well. So yeah, Monarch, and then you also have what's her name? Caitlin Myers, you know. You have these three that I look up to. Sayu, he's fine. The only thing I just disagree with Sayu or so was that he was supporting the whole Notland situation. Now, am I gonna disrespect Sayu? No, of course I'm not gonna disrespect him if I become more popular in the VTuber scene, right? But I wouldn't. Personally, I'd be like, hey man, I didn't approve your your whole Notland, supporting the Notland situation itself, because it's like, come on, man. You know better. You should have not done it, So, it was just supporting about the Notland, the whole Notland situation about the dark skin and all the fucking the whole hubbub about the whole Notland shenanigans. Basically, it was like supporting, and they tell Hoyoverse, just like, yeah. I was just like, come on, dude, come on, man. That's the only thing. It was on Twitter. I saw it on Twitter. That's why.
It's only the ones who've been getting involved with this, who've been doing all this toxic stuff, that are getting called out. But here this person is.
I really didn't care about the Notland thing, to be honest. I'm like, it's just a make-believe land anyways.
That doesn't want anyone to be recast due to the strikes, and as someone who wants the strike to win,
okay,
it's
buddy,
incredibly frustrating to see the other fans just at best.
But will I disrespect Sayu? No, of course not. Is he talented? He probably is pretty talented in his VA shit. I give credit where credit is due at the end of the day. But I'm not, I'm gonna be like, hey Sayu, nice to meet you. Shake hands, and then that's pretty much it. And if he wants to talk to me, we can talk. I have no problem. But I'm know, personally, at the end of the day, you know, I just don't
The VA
just don't
for
think.
solo leveling is pretty cool.
Mhm.
He seems chill.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've seen the clips or so, but I wouldn't personally want to interact a lot with him, right? Just because, you know, just because of, you know, of that situation itself, you know. That's why.
Not care at all, and at worst actively berate the striking actors. Some more responses. People celebrating this has actually been so bad for my mental health. I hate Hoyo fans immensely. That takes us to another VA who says,
Who?
hello, supporting, respecting, and believing, or at least tolerating voice actors who say they are striking for contracts with enforceable AI protections is pretty cool and neat and hot. What a weird.
Who is this person? Kelsey Jaffer? What the fuck is this? It's Kelsey Jaffer. Is that her? I think that's her. Hey, she voiced fucking Isla in freaking PGR. Is this her? There's no way this is her, right? Right? Question mark? Wait. Hold up. What was it? Is she actually the same person? There's no way, right? Right, chat? Oh my god, it fucking is. oh my god, it actually, yeah, she's Jane Doe. She is Jane Doe. Oh, okay. All right. Well, there goes the English VA for Jane Doe, chat. Wow. I've been a voice actor for 13 years. I've gotten paid for some of my projects, but I am by no means famous. While I love doing impressions of my own characters, I do not wish to be joining into this kind of crown due to the kind of drama. Small projects for the win. Yeah, I've done small projects. I've never done anything like massive or anything like that. So I've only done small projects. I did like high school projects for voiceovers. I've done projects. I've done fuck, what's it called again? I can't think of it off the top of my head. So much shit happened over the weekend. It was
Now Jane Doe VA fucked up now.
it was what is it, Nyaru? Come on, Nyaru, say it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Fuck me, man. Reading books, just audio. Fuck, man. You know, whatever, chat. Whatever, you know.
Weird thing to say.
It's been forever.
I still just want to have a viable career path in 5 years and not be.
There you go. Thank you.
Audio
books.
Paid for and have no say in. And right now.
Oh, fucking A, dude. I swear, I'm so stupid.
The contract that you're trying to push onto Hoyoverse has a lot more included in it than simply AI protections, almost like you guys are lying from what we've all seen. This goes right back.
Don't pay attention to me, Chad, okay? All right? A lot of shit has happened over the weekend, okay? All right?
He was trying to shift the narrative because he had said actors saying, quote, this strike
Lord,
is about AI protections,
I
unquote,
swear.
never meant that it was exclusively about that. Fans seem to have
I'm
decided they were
terrible,
lied to regardless.
honestly.
And as I showed yesterday, yes, they have been saying that. In many cases, these VAs have been outright saying that it's just about AI protections. And in many other cases, they've been making the implication, very strong implication, that that's all it is about. Then when people started looking into this more and seeing
the Jane Doe thing, right? So it's because of this. This is what she said. Yeah. What do you expect, you know?
making the implication, very strong implication, that that's all it is about. Then when people
I want to do my VA stuff again, except I need time. I need time to redo my demo reel.
For the last month,
I need to redo it.
Suddenly makes this damage control post. You know, I do wonder if this specific clique of people all being together on Blue Sky has actually been like really bad for them, because it seems like their points are actively getting worse, but they don't even realize that. It's like they'll make a terrible point and everyone else there will be like, yeah, that's right, slay. And it's like, bro, your points are so bad and they've been getting worse every week, every day even. Like, there's no self-awareness at all. As a matter of fact, they think it's like the opposite. They think they're like making better and better points, it seems. We're going to end with this post that I thought was just absolutely hilarious. Look at this one, guys. You ready for this?
Sunako 2 Ket King Sunako 2 Ket King Sunako 2 Ket King. Stupid, no. Forgetful, yes. But the forgetfulness is fine, especially with everything going on lately. Sunako 2 Peak Sunako 2 Gib Primo Sunako 2 Blue Cat Sunako 2 Pat.
I love how he reads the emotes. It's like, Sunako give primo.
And us empathetic fans deserve a better game. Screw it. Get all the VAs to leave and make their own game that isn't a gacha.
I need to redo mine too as well. I really need to. I haven't done it.
About yesterday, there are plenty
I lost.
Lyric You might get your big break with all these dumbasses tanking their career. LUL.
That's true. I haven't done because I lost my portfolio. Unfortunately, it was in my last computer many years ago. This was like 10+ years ago. I lost my portfolio because my friend crashed my computer, and the only way to salvage my computer is to completely wipe everything on my computer. I was working on an animation during the time of it too as well. I spent it almost 5 years or so working on it, like four-ish years or so, about there, 4 or 5-ish years. I was working on it for 4 or 5 years or so, working on an animation. It was hand drawn, or so, well, not hand drawn, but it was like, you know, frame by frame, basically.
TTS reading emote Sunako 2 Ket King Sunako 2 Ket King Sunako 2 cool.
It would have definitely changed my life or so with that specific project that I was working on, but unfortunately, you know, I lost all of my assets, I lost all my animations, I lost all the art that I had on there. I lost everything basically, so unfortunately.
They'll replace the ones that leave, so they'll accomplish like literally nothing at all. But it would be really funny to see this clique of VAs all quit together and try to make their own game. Yeah, that would be really funny to see. I think they should totally do that. Surely that's gonna go really well, right? Go ahead, try it, please. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video.
We're not done. We're not done. We're not done, chat. We got another one, okay? We got another one.
Welcome back, guys. Thank you for joining me. We've got some very hilarious updates to go over in this video regarding...
I didn't have a flash drive. All I had was just a normal hard drive.
All of
the problem is my friend
voice
crashed
actor
it,
stuff.
so...
And I gotta say, I'm actually impressed.
You think I'm rich to own different things, different storages? Nah, man, I wasn't even rich. Remember, I was poor, so...
That's the reason why. To make their side look worse and worse for now over a month. I mean, that's some serious dedication. Right when you think they found like rock bottom, no, they find a way to keep on going, keep on digging deeper. And the lack of self-awareness where they never admit and own up to any of the criticism that people have. And as a matter of fact, they act like they're completely in the right. It just makes it all that much more funny. And so in this video, some of the stuff will be taken
Look on the bright side. You can definitely make them even more beautiful and awesome.
Yeah, because back then or so, I had my old voice before I damaged my voice. I had a different voice, so even if I still would have had my old portfolio.
Big chungoos, Sunako 2 wave.
I swear to God, is your friend trying to do another good business? What do you read? So like.
Tempted to blast this song in front of these English VA at their book signing cons. Tian Shang Taiyang Hong Ya Hong Tong Tong A. Xinjiang de Taiyang Shi Mo Zedong A.
Wow, I'm surprised. Berchan knows Chinese, to be honest. Your hard drive is just business? Okay. But yeah, like my old voice was completely different. So that portfolio probably wouldn't have not served me very well this time around. So I would have to make me a new portfolio with my new voice, unfortunately, because I did damage my voice later down the line, a couple years later, more than a couple years later, more years down the line, and now I have, unfortunately, I have this, and I'm now suffering the consequences of certain things that I can't do anymore.
Talking about enacting a
But
rebellion.
I did discover new
Rebellion against
voices
Hoyoverse and
from
against
this
Hoyoverse
specific
fans.
voice,
They're
though.
threatening us, guys. Threatening us that they're going to uninstall Genshin Impact to show their solidarity with the striking Union VAs. I'm sure Hoyoverse is terrified of this. What are they going to do when these dozens of people no longer play the game anymore?
All about
There's
business,
also been
right?
a whole new act of desperation. Someone or some people are sending emails out to aspiring voice actors who aren't a part of the union, trying to get them to join the union, trying to really talk SAG After up, being like, you gotta join us, it's for your own interests. So we'll be taking a look at that email that's been leaked, as well as some other stuff too. It should be a good time. Let's start with this rebellion thing, just like instant comedy.
No.
So this person, Rick, responds to Sean Larway, who's a voice actor, and this is a post I read yesterday from Sean Larway, and pointed out why he was incorrect in what he was saying, so consider watching yesterday's video if you're out of the loop on that part. But anyways, this Rick person responds to Sean Larway and says, the writing becomes more clear on the wall. They'll
With
never
Goku and
care
Link?
unless we fans actually take a freaking stand and leave
Yeah, I
the
can see
game
why.
behind.
I can see
It's
why.
with a heavy heart,
Especially the Goku
but
one.
it must be done. I uninstalled Genshin in support of the strike. I hope to ignite a spark of rebellion. Can't be serious, dude. You can't be serious. Wait, he is serious? He's not joking? There's more?
What?
1 hour ago he said this. I made a bigger statement on YouTube to provide more context.
Wait, YouTube? Wait, this guy has a YouTube channel? Wait. Hold on. Wait. This guy has a YouTube channel? No fucking shot, right? All right, let's take a look, chat. Let's take a look. What's this guy's thing? He should have his thing in his bio. Let's see, Rick. Okay, let me see. Let's see. Let's take a look, shall we? He should have it in his bio. He does. He does have a YouTube channel. Okay, let me see. Where's the Genshin Impact video? Where are they at? I don't see any Genshin Impact videos here. I don't see any Genshin Impact videos. Nope, that's the first time you've ever recorded, so I doubt it. I doubt that so much. Interesting. Nah, I doubt it. Plus there's no video addressing the Hoyoverse stuff, you know. I'm just saying. Okay. I just kind of wanted to take a look, you know.
I admit, writing that post on YouTube and doing what I did today.
Gotta do my research,
me
right,
up
at the end of the day.
I'm just happy that I know people who support my decision and the stuff that I care about. And we've got this post that reads, in other kind of sad news, I'm going to talk about a game that I never made a dedicated video on, but always played behind the scenes.
They never made a video, but they just played it off stream, basically. There you go, chat. So they never made a video. They've never made a video on Genshin Impact.
I made a decision regarding that game, and I didn't make this decision lightly.
Hey, Rare Pickle.
But I did so with a very heavy heart. As some of you might know, Genshin Impact was a game that I spent 4 years of my life playing almost every day, because I genuinely enjoyed it. Especially one character in particular, Gon Yu, who I even made an Armored Core 6 build inspiration of, and put
Uh, it's always gone you. It's always gone you. Always, it's all the time gone you.
A few memes of her in my videos for comedic effect. For the past 9 months, voice actors all across America have been on strike for better protections against AI. And tragically, Genshin Impact is one of those games that's been affected negatively by it, due to certain characters being on voice for new content, as their actions have been justifiably holding the line against the plague of AI in support of the strike. And that decision, as some of you might now have guessed, was that I uninstalled the game. Sure, some of it was out of my frustration towards Hoyoverse.
He didn't uninstall the game, chat. I know this for a fact. I know these kinds of players. He did not uninstall Genshin Impact.
But the primary reason was my appreciation of the cast that put their hearts and souls into the game. If any of you still
Who
like
doubt my girlfriend is better?
I ask that you join me in uninstalling them, and that I hope that in doing so, that I ignited a spark of rebellion. How are these people serious? I know I said that already, but this seems like they're parodies of themselves. His logic.
Nah,
is
no,
also
tell me about
really,
it, Ruler.
really
What do you expect?
Like,
you know.
My primary reason for uninstalling was my appreciation of the cast that put their heart and souls into the game. You understand there's a lot more people that work on the game than just voice actors, right? You understand there's also artists.
You know, funny thing about it, Gally, some people mistake me as the VA for Beto, at least the English dub.
Developers, etc., etc.
For some apparent reason.
And, for you to say like your reason for quitting is because of the appreciation of the cast, but you're specifically only referring to the VAs. It's just
yeah, 5 too as well from Dragon's Guard 3.
Really tunnel visioned, and you don't see like the large.
I've also been mistaken or so for 5 or so from Dragon's Guard 3. The one scene between 5 and 0. So.
Of everyone who's actually working on the
Not
game,
gonna lie, you do have the voice of Beto. I do. I don't hear it. I heard Beto's VA, but I don't hear it.
All around.
I don't personally hear it.
But hey, I'm sure that rebellion's gonna go really good, bro. I'm sure you're gonna make a lot of change with that. Good job. Okay, let's move on.
It's kind of there.
Thank
There.
everyone who tagged me to this tweet
Really?
from Very Berry Studios that says, "Heads up, voice actors. Someone is impersonating Very Berry Studios and sending fake emails urging people to join SAG After and contact Hoyoverse. This is not us.
I can hear
Please
it.
report that email.
Okay, now you guys are just gaslighting me now. You guys are just straight up gaslighting me.
Spam and don't engage with it. We are not affiliated with SAG
You
After
guys
or
are just
Hoyoverse.
completely gaslighting me at this
indie
point.
team that
I don't
supports
fucking hear
non-union
it,
talent
and I can hear
and will not work
myself.
on union projects. Our team has been dealing with spam/phishing emails lately.
Okay,
and now
alright,
it's
yeah.
escalated to impersonation. If you get an email and aren't sure it's from us, check for context in our message at the bottom.
So
They then
accurate.
provided more information, as
Shut
well as
up,
information
chat.
about the
You guys are
convention
just
that
bunch
they're
of
on and wishing people
liars.
a happy Easter. But let's take a look at the email.
You guys
because
are
in the
such
responses,
liars.
Someone posted the email saying that they also got it. We can see this voice actor, Colin, said, "Got it right here." The email titled, "Please join SAG After. Protect the Genshin Impact VAs." Oh my gosh, look at this thing. Attention, voice.
Yeah, take care, James. Be safe. Thank you for coming by as always. Very much appreciated. So get some good rest, and thank you for coming by. You're always welcome to come hang out with us at any time. You know. Take care, hun. Take care. I'm a vocal coach. I have an ear for it. Oh, speaking of vocal coach, I need to hire a vocal coach because my voice is completely fucked up. So.
Voice actors/actresses. We need to join the union. We need to protect the union VAs. That includes Karina
At least for
Reposting,
singing, anyways.
Zach Aguilar,
Yeah,
and
for
Sarah
singing.
Miller's crews. What are the benefits in joining SAG After? SAG After members gain access to thousands of discounts at national chains and local
Okay,
businesses
sure.
that can help further their careers in countless ways. Is that really their pitch? Oh my gosh, hold on. I was gonna say this.
No, he's just
troll
reading. He's
emails,
just
but,
reading
like,
the
earlier in
what's
this video,
happening
I
on the
mentioned how these
screen.
people unironically act like parodies of themselves. So who even knows? Let's finish this first, I guess, and see what else it says. What joining SAG After does for you. SAG After members are entitled to a variety of benefits, inclling contracts.
I do not have the voice of
Beto.
Beto. Okay.
Why'd they start with like?
I do not.
random discount
I do not
things?
have the voice of Beto. But I do want to cosplay Beto for one of my cosplays. But I want to do the concert version of Beto. That's the one that I want to do.
Eligibility for the SAG After health plan. Oh, the one that they screwed people over with a few years ago that I talked about before. Great. SAG producers
One day,
pension
one
plan,
day.
the
No
After
face
Retirement
reveal though,
Fund,
but
the Actor
I would
online
love to.
casting
I would love to
database.
cosplay that one though.
Please email Hoyoverse, Genshin CS, Hoyoverse.com to reconsider their cast lineups.
True.
And you may become a voice actor on high-demand projects such as Genshin Impact, Zenless Zone Zero, and many Crunchyroll projects. Suddenly bringing like Crunchyroll up. It's so random. But then they sign it Phoebe Thatcher, and we can see Phoebe is the one who pointed out that this is like impersonation. This is the very founder here, Phoebe, saying, I was reading this like, why did they rope Crunchyroll into it? And are these facts about SAG After true? I had no idea they had these benefits. Oh, you didn't hear about the famous national chain discount? You can get 5% off national chains if you're a SAG After member. So we've got this email that's going around, and as we read a moment ago, there's
it's
also...
Bidu. Everyone start singing sea shanties.
I am not Doe VA, okay? All right. Oh my fucking god. Oh, great. Now everyone here is gonna start saying it now.
This rebellion that some of the
ay.
SAG After supporters are trying to start. Let's see what else is going on today.
God
I
damn
thought
it,
this
chat.
was pretty
I'm about
funny.
to
Do you remember
slap
this
everyone with a
Pomeranian
wet
of
fish in
Doom
a
person from
second, I
yesterday who
swear.
made this post that we read, where Pomeranian of Doom said, I think we really just need to start pointing out more that this movement against VAs is in fact one of the alt-right. Teenagers have historically been the primary demographic that the alt-right has tried to radicalize for well over a
Smell
decade
my
now, making the
fish,
Genshin
chat.
Kingdom a prime
Smell
target.
my fish.
Yeah, if you criticize these toxic, manipulative VAs, you're clearly alt-right.
No, I'm not. I'm not the voice of Beto. Shut up. Shut up, chat. I'm about to eat you guys into the void, I swear to God.
This person, Leon,
Oh, my
refuted
fucking
it.
God, I swear.
But, spoiler alert, Pomeranian of Doom then says this. I did not say everyone who opposes it is individually alt-right. Merely that this movement against the unionization
What am I gonna do with you
effort
guys?
is
I
indeed being
swear.
led by the alt-right.
Chat,
Do you
she
think
just
it is a
confirmed
coincidence
it.
that the voices
Bidu will slap us with a wet fish. She's 100% her VA.
Oh my fucking God. I forgot that there's a great sword, that there's a fish in the game. Oh my God.
Not unless I yeet you first, ko. Yeet. Sunako 2 Ket King Sunako 2 Ket King Sunako 2 Ket King
I forgot about
Sunako
that.
2 Ket King.
I forgot about that. I forgot that there's actually a fish or so in Genshin Impact in the game. Oh my God. You slapping us with a wet fish. Oh my God, it's bait. Shut up! Shut Oh my God, you guys are
perpetuating this narrative
unbelievable, to
are
be
people
honest.
like Asmund
Oh,
Golden Hero,
God.
hey? Oh my gosh, dude.
You guys are
This person's
unbelievable,
so
I
unhinged,
swear.
It's crazy. Yeah, so alt-right is an absolutely meaningless buzzword, and I'm not leading anything. I'm just talking about the crazy stuff you guys
I
keep
wonder what my
posting,
YouTube
like
audience thinks
this,
about
for
you guys.
example.
I
also love
swear.
how they tried to shift their argument, saying, oh, it's just being led by the alt-right. I never said the whole thing was
I'm trying to
alt-right."
focus,
The whole
chat.
thing, of course, being people who are criticizing the VAs and all that. But no, Pomeranian of Doom literally said, I think we need to start pointing out more this movement against the VAs is in fact one of the alt-right, implying the whole thing is. So arguments all over the place, your points are bad, you're being weird, bro needs to do something about his political brain rot.
We
turning
are
his
the
mind into
normal
mush with that
ones,
stuff.
Co.
And look at this response from
I don't know
Leon
about that
reads,
one, Chief. I don't know
I'm going
about
to be
that.
honest here. I'm a 30-year-old disabled gay trans dude. I'm about as far from alt-right as you can get. I'm not anti-union. I'm not pro-corpo or billion-dollar companies. However, I think limiting freedom of choice is wrong. Monopolies are wrong. Coercion is wrong. Lying is wrong.
True.
And that's the funny
True.
part to these SAG After bootlickers. If you criticize their manipulative
Welcome to
movement
the
at
Discord
all,
or so.
you're clearly just an alt-right fascist chud. What makes all this Pomeranian of Doom stuff that
Sunako
much funnier
equals
is this is
Beto.
someone that
Oh
Karina
God. Oh
Boatner,
no.
the VA for Paimon,
Oh no.
really likes.
I'm not
You can
part
see
of this.
over on Karina's
Leaves
Blue
the
Sky
chat room
account,
either
there's,
pay
like,
pay raft
constant
either pay
reposts
pay
of
raft.
Pomeranian of Doom's posts here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Jesus
9, 10,
Christ.
11. Holy smokes. Oh, look at this. Karina reposted that Rick person from earlier too. The post is from 24 days ago, but Karina just recently reposted it. As you can see, the repost right above that's from 3 hours ago. So I guess Karina recently saw this and was like, oh, that's a good take. Rick person being the one from earlier who was talking about holding that rebellion against Hoyoverse and all that stuff. But here, Rick is essentially calling the fans toxic, the Hoyoverse fans toxic for criticizing the Union VA's strike and all that stuff. And Karina is reposting that.
And he's probably playing Genshin Impact right at this very moment, you know?
Gonna really help things, Karina, by reposting stuff that's calling the fandom toxic. Yeah, great idea. And then of course there was also
Well,
this...
the fandom can be a bit toxic. You know, let's talk about the harassment. What was it? Was it Kokomi's CNVA? I think that she got harassed or so. There are some moments that that the Genshin community, the Genshin community can be a bit toxic. So let's not beat around the bush here. Playing Genshin with one hand while playing as Ganyu.
Some of you may find this interesting. Karina reposting Kaiser Neko. What a crossover, huh, guys? Kaiser Neko and Karina. It's like this whole clique of people are building their own cinematic universe over on Blue Sky. Basically like the SAG After Avengers. Alrighty, guys. That's where I'll leave it for today. To be quite frank, there is even more stuff that I want to talk to you guys about regarding all of this. But I think there was so much hilarious stuff here already.
Thank you for the follow.
Welcome.
Welcome.
And, like that rebellion thing and all that.
I'm glad that Honkai Impact 3rd never had English VAS and is pure Japanese, Chinese and Korean VAs only.
Wait, there's no English VAs in Honkai. Oh yeah, Honkai Impact 3rd. Oh yeah. Sorry, I read that wrong. Sorry. Also, the gacha in general with the Wuwa Annie, as well with people threatening the devs in Discord. They're threatening the devs for Wuwa or so? That's crazy. Yeah, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's not bad. To be honest, these VA, honestly, I'm so sick and tired of these EN VAs, dude. I take a break and then there's like 4 videos on like fucking English EN VAs, and I'm just like, you can't be serious with me, right? Honestly, no. Anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe. I will catch you guys on the next video, and peace.